Hello everyone, hope you all doing good. So today in our session we are going to see some of the array functions, how to use those array functions. Okay, let's get started. Before going directly into the array functions, let me help you understanding where you can get all the functions and standard object names while creating an objects. So I just kept it open. I'll just close and show you at the start. So if you want to open the functions, you can search Appian functions. Appian functions in the browser or from community documentation you can open, and also while checking the functions, so check first of all your environment, what is the version it is in. The version is in 24.3. Hope you understand where did I went. After my profile you can see 9 dots, and you can go to help and you can see the version 24.3. Now in my Appian version I should go to 24.3. So I should be in the page of functions which are supported in 24.3. I would like to see description, syntax and compatibility. In all the categories I'm clicking on array, so I should be able to see only the array functions. Today in this session we will be seeing only 5 of the functions, and we will be going in detail how that function works. Okay, so before doing some execution in our environment, we need to create an expression rule, because like I mentioned in my previous session, expression rules are used for writing some logical codes or logical expressions. Okay, there you can test it, there you can debug it, and you can do anything within that space, like expression rules, functions, POCs you can do in expression rules. Okay, I'm clicking on expression rule. Under this expression rule, you need to follow naming convention while creating an expression rule. LM is the object application prefix. Okay, array functions part 1. We are going to see array functions part 1. It contains, I see there is one more object available. I don't want this object here. I want to delete it and I'd like to create it one more. So I'm just deleting it. So I'd like to create that expression rule. Array functions part 1. Okay. So I'm creating it holds array functions. I'm clicking on create. So it will be open with a panel. We can execute it here and we can test it here. So let's start with an function. Okay, before that, let's try to understand what is array. Why on top of the arrays, why are we doing these functions? Okay, let's try to understand. Basically, array is a collection of elements, either similar elements or different elements. Okay, like how it will be taken within array, whatever the elements within braces elements we can provide some. This is nothing but the array. Okay, now I am trying to give similar kind of like elements, all the numbers. Okay, and I click on enter. Now my result is list of text string. Why is it text string? Still I have given numbers. Why it can't be list of number integer? No, because the data whichever you have specified in double quotes, that it treated as text. Okay, so basically you have provided in double quotes the numbers. Because of that only it written as a text string. Now let me give just numbers. So let us see what it will return. Okay, this is our list of numbers, because we have not provided within double quotes. We have just given the numbers. This is our list of number integer. And like text. Within array we are going to give some test 1 and test 2, so on. and just clicking on control enter. I was using shortcut to enter. Don't worry, it will not happen automatically. Just I given control enter without adding this. Because of that only that result appeared quickly. So if you see, this is a list of text string. The value which you are giving within double quotes, those are nothing but the text. Okay, so this is fine. Now I'd like to give mixture. Let me see what will happen. Just keep guessing what could be the output. Okay, and also I'd like to provide some booleans like false, true. Let us see, this is a mixture of elements. Those are mixture of same elements in an array, and these are things. So I would like to test it now, testing it. Finally, it is a list of variant. So whoever guessed it correct, wow, super, you're on track. Even though who have not guessed, keep watching, keep learning. Happy journey. Okay. So it's a list of variant. A list of variant is nothing but it varies from type to type. And if you see, these are the text types, and if you see, these are the number types, and if you see, these are the boolean types. Okay, this is a mixture. It contains mixture which is resulted as list of variant. Okay, now let me take with one more example. I am giving just inferent field along with value. This is how we specify a field along with value. Okay, you should not provide the same field twice. It will result you syntax error. See, invalid dictionary literal duplicate indices. So if you see test and test, we have given same duplicate thing. So instead you need to provide different fields, then only it will not have any syntax error. Okay. So let us test what it is going to return. It is going to return a dictionary, the fields which contains values that consider as a dictionary. Okay, this is the field and this is the key value. That is nothing but the dictionary. And also we will be querying some data from the database. The return data will be of type dictionary. Okay, that we can discuss later on section. You will understand clearly. Okay, these are the array types, how they will be using, and the type, how they will be returning the types and all. Hope you understand. If you have any doubts, please comment it down below. Okay, now let's start with the function. On top of this arrays only, we will be doing some updation, and we would like to add numbers to the array list, and we would like to get some of the values from that array by using index functions. So on top of this array, we will be doing some calculations. We need some data to be written to achieve something. We will be using array functions on top of array of data, on the top of resulted data. Okay, let's start with a bank flatten. Basically, a bank flatten, I'll put it here so better understanding. So basically, a bank flatten, it converts all the nested arrays into an similar kind of array item. Okay, it's a kind of single array item. Okay, all the hierarchical arrays into a single array item. So I will tell you, and it can be used in the looping function. So whatever the looping functions returned multiple arrays within array, so those can be flattened and it will return your single array item. So I will go through the description. Converts an array that contains other arrays into a single array of single items, preserving the types and relative order of all nested array items. Okay, let me take with an example. Like I'll use for each. Whatever the data resulted by the for each, that can be done by using flatten. On items, see, if you see, these are the parameters which we need to pass. Items, I'd like to pass 1, 2, 3. Okay, in expression, I would like to pass enumerate of each item. Each item in the sense FE bank item. With FE bank item, we can refer these items. Let me explain you why did I give the enumerate. Okay, enumerate, basically if you give 1, it will return you 0. And if you give 2, it will return you 0 and 1. Okay, and if you give 3, it will give you 0, 1, 2. If you give 4 and it will return you, so from 0 it will be counted and it will print you with -1. Okay, like n minus 1. It's nothing but n minus 1. Okay, hope you understand. Yeah. If you give 1, 1 minus 1, it's 0. If you give 2, 2 minus 1, it's 2 minus 1, 0, 1. And if you give 3, 3 minus 1, it will give you until 2, which is 1, 0, 1, 2. This is how it will enumerate, will work. Okay. I'm giving for each, and now I'm testing the rule. If you see list of number and list of number, the second item contains 0, 1, the third item contains 0, 1, 2. I don't want why these kinds of list of integer 1, 2, 3. I just want all these in one set, which of list of number integer, because all these are number integers only. So why don't I use flatten function? Okay, a bank flatten function. Basically, a bank flatten function, like I mentioned, all the list of this is one array. Within one array, you have list of number, list of number, list of number. You have 3 arrays. Why do we need 3 arrays? 1, 2, 3 items. So instead, I would like to make it into one list of numbers. So if you see, now it converted to list of number. We don't have any nested arrays, nested of list of number. So this is how it works. Wherever we have that kind of result, you can use directly a bank flatten to convert all the nested arrays into a single list of array. Okay. So this is how A-bank flatten work. And now comes with, and let us see where it is suitable to use A-bank flatten. We can use in portals, offline mobiles, and sync time custom record fields we can use. And we can do whatever the data we have received as a result, those manipulations and all, we can use A-bank flatten function also. Okay, now comes with update function. Okay, so in our real scenario, there is a data which we got as a result. So we would like to update some fields within that list. We would like to update. So yeah, in real scenarios, we will have those cases, right? We want to update some of the values in our list. So in that cases and all, if we update function is used to update a specified index value. And also, let us see here. A bank update function. So by using update function, I'd like to update. I have a list. In update function, we have first parameter is data. And the second parameter is what is the index you would like to update. I'd like to update index 3. Index 3 with value 0. If I would like to update in this way I can update. So it should replace 1, 2, 3. My third index is 3. This should get updated with 0. Okay, so if you see in our list 1, 2, 0, 4, the 3 got removed and instead it got updated with 0, whatever the value we have given. Okay, now let's consider I'm giving 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, but there is no index. So guess what will happen? In that place, in the position of 6th, it should be 0. Okay, when I test it, so how it will return, in the 6th place, it will return you 0, but we don't have the 5th position as well here. That 5th position, update itself, it will treat as a null entry and it will return you. It will insert and it will give you. Like update function inserts new value, like mentioned here, inserts new values or replaces existing values at the specified index or field name and returns the resulting updated data. Okay, we have discussed with index. Now let me give you with field and name. Like I described, we can give field name in this way, right? Field name, field 2, and with 3, 4. Okay. Now with this index, for this field, I'd like to update this value. I'm copying this field name and placing it in the index part. So index part, whatever the text we are specifying, the text should be in double quotes, and I'd like to update my field to this value with 0. So my result should be 12 and 0. This is how the update function works. Even you can manipulate by using record data, and also by using CDT type data. All those type of data you can use this update function to update the field specified values. Okay. That is how you can use update, and also it will insert too. Now coming to append and index, we have finally append and index. Let's go through append function. Okay, I'm searching with append. So in append function, if you want to do control Z, if you want to go to previous codes, okay, you can give control Z. So whatever the code we earlier we have written, that will be coming. If you want to have within this rule, you can select all this and you can comment it. So what are the functions we have done, you can able to see here. Okay, this update is fine, and now we can see append. So basically append is used to append the array to the values. Okay, let me take with an example and tell you. Append, first one is array. It's of type, first parameter is array. Sorry. Sometimes, 1 second. Array, yeah. Sometimes if you search in array, first parameter is array and second parameter is value, it will not pick you sometimes. You can copy the values from here, or you can directly put it. It's your wish. Like, let's consider you can remove this. In first parameter you can pass directly array, and the second parameter you can pass value. Okay, so let me take in the array part, I am giving 34, 30, 40, something, some random values. Okay, for this list, I would like to update my value. So when I test it here, so to this array of items, it is appended with my value. And now I'd like to update to this number integers. This is return of type list of numbers. To this list of numbers, I would like to append some text. So is it possible to do? So when we click on test, it will not append the value. Basically, these are text integer type, and this is of text type. So there will be a casting problem. Because of that, it will not append to the list. And if you give some decimal values, let's take 20.9. If you give 20.9, I just given control enter as a shortcut. So if you see, it written me 21. Why? So basically I given 20. It is doing round off, and it will return to you to the list. So basically, while using append function, try to use array and value of similar type. If it is not type, just try to cast. We have some casting functions available, so you can use some casting functions. We can look after those later. Okay, so basically append function is used to append values to the array list. Okay, while creating editable grids to add more number of items, you can use append function over that. Hope you got it. Yeah, this is how append function works, and I just commented it. The commented part will not be executed. Okay, it's just considered as some dummy text. It will not execute. It will not comes under functions part. Now append function is done. Now finally in this session we are left out with index function. Basically index function returns the if it is data index, if it is valid, or else return the default value. Basically in index function, if it satisfies, it will return you the data. If it is not satisfying, it will take you to the default path. Let me tell you give you an example. Same, I am taking the data, same like in update we have to write. I am just passing the values. Under here I am passing index. Index I am passing 3, third index, and in data is just passing default. Okay, the sequence we should follow. Data is the array, and index is this 3, and default is 0. Just you need to make sure you need to follow sequence. Even if you are not providing parameters, just follow the parameter sequence. Okay, so now index function will return you the value from the array list. If you are passing some index, whatever the data existing within that index, that data will be written as a output. Okay, you can test the rule. So if you'll be able to see 4. See, in 1, 2, 3. In third position, what is the value? It's 4. So basically, it written as 4. Now I want two values to as my output, third position value and the fourth position value. Okay, it should return me what is the third position value and fourth position value. This is how it written. Now I am giving eighth position value as well. I just have 1, 2, 3, 4 values only. What is my eighth position? Keep guessing what should be that. Okay, so I am clicking on test. You see 0, because with this position there is no value in the array. Because of that, it is taking to you to the default path and returning you as 0. Okay, 3 for third position we have 4, and for fourth index we have 5. For eighth index we don't have value. Because of that, it is taking to the default without any error. Okay, if you pass null, let's see what happened. So it is null. Whatever the default path you are giving, that it will be written as a default one. Okay. I am giving test. You see, test it's not considering, because it should be of same type. This number integer, but this test is of text type, like I mentioned earlier, same like append. Okay, you can pass just 0, which is our integer types. Okay, that should match with this default value should match with the the list which you are providing here. That value should match it here. If you are providing text in this array list, you need to provide default as a text. Here if you are providing numbers, you can provide 0 or something, the default value whichever you want, like -100, 999, something, whatever the default value to your use case. This is all about array functions until index functions. Keep watching the other functions we will be looking after in the next session. Yeah, thank you.